I want to talk about correlation and causation. And the sort of moral of the story with this is that correlation does not imply causation. And so correlation just means two things happen at the same time. It may be kind of suspicious and you think, because these two things happen at the same time, one maybe causes another. But in order to prove that something causes something else, we have to do pretty rigorous scientific experimentation. And so basically, we're not really going to say that just because two things are correlated and they happen to happen at the same time really often, we're not going to necessarily say that one causes the other. So here's a little bit of how to think through these. A computer manufacturer conducted a survey. It showed that a younger customer will not necessarily purchase a lower or higher priced computer. What is likely true? Well, in this case, it just said that a younger customer will not necessarily purchase a lower or a higher priced computer. We're not even trying to say any correlation here. And so we're going to choose there is no correlation between age and purchase price. A hospital found that a lower outside temperature indicates a higher number of patient visits. A hospital found that a lower outside temperature, so when it gets cold, they have more patient visits. So these two things seem to be happening at the same time. There is a correlation, but remember what I said? It's really hard to prove that one thing causes another. So what are we going to say? Well, we're definitely not going to say that there's no correlation because we are seeing this. So we want to choose one of the statements that says there is a correlation, but we definitely don't want to say that one of them really causes the other. So we're going to choose the third one. There is a correlation between outside temperature and a number of patient visits. There may or may not be causation. Further studies would have to be done to determine this. See how this goes? Ms. Carter studied her parents' Spanish test scores and sleeping habits. She found that students who slept less tend to earn lower scores on the test. What conclusion could she make? Well, we're definitely seeing a correlation, right? Students that are sleeping less are actually getting lower scores on the test, so there's a correlation. But to prove that one causes the other, that would take intense, rigorous scientific experimentation. And so we're not going to try to prove that. But we are going to say there is a correlation. We just have to find the one that says there may or may not be causation. Further studies would have to be done to determine this. See how this goes? Correlation does not imply causation.